I'm gonna jump to just a few standouts. First off, Frankenstein. That was a little subversion there, which I don't like being subverted so much, but it's like Frankenstein, he's pulling up on the bride, and it's like, okay, we're gonna get this resolution, right? And it's like,
Yeah.
nah, like he just gets capped, you know. So
Yeah.
that's when they saw that. Okay.
I thought
So
it
that
was
was
somebody
kind of a
else at
twist.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was Clayface. Okay. So interesting right there. That's kind of again showed the turn. Um, again, she just shoots him up. And it's like that was like my first surprise. I was like, okay, but then again, they show he's alive at the end.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, Frankenstein, that story is going to continue again, season 2. So okay, at that point, it was pretty straightforward episode, right? Like they're trying to kill the princess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Waller finds out too late, or was it too late? Because like we didn't get the Grodd payoff. Like I'm a little. It was a good episode, but I'm underwhelmed. It was a lot of
Build up.
questions not answered.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm disappointed at with this episode more than anything.
And what I would want to say is I hope we don't get a whole nother season of Frankenstein just trying to chase the bride and you know that's gonna get old very quick. That's gonna get old very quick. Again, the story was good. It was just like you're saying. There's a lot of unanswered questions at my point. So
yeah, that's the disappointing part. Overall, I mean the Nina Mazursky story, you know, was cool, but again, we don't know why she ended up getting locked just because she's a monster. They locked her up. You know, is that what's going on? So definitely disappointed with that part. But the flag resolution where he's still in this coma.
Yeah.
So we still don't see, you know, next time we're going to see him, he's going to be up and about in Superman.
Yeah, and I feel like he knew more. And same thing, I think Frankenstein actually knew something because when he got shot and he's laying down, the first thing that came out of his mouth is Rick Flag. So, like, was he trying to say like stop them and let them know, hey, look, this is what's really going on, or I don't know.
Well, it's a Clayface part. That's again, we saw when Flag and Frankenstein they found the dead teacher or whatever she was.
Yeah,
that's all they was trying to tell them. You know, she was trying to stop the bride, saying, "Hey, like that, this is not what you think it is." But still, the bride just saw that footage with Clayface. Still, like, no, they're still in cahoots. Even if you're saying, "Hey, that was Clayface that implicated someone," the princess knew that too. That's what the bride was trying to say. Like, she's in cahoots with Clayface.
And Rick Flag and Frankenstein didn't know that.
They didn't know that.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
They didn't know that. So yeah. So they still were kind of limited. Flag was just basically saying like, yo, Clayface is involved, but he didn't even know like how that Clayface was in cahoots. So that was interesting there. And so again, we get to the point.
Swan, was it in the chat? Swan fan 100. He said, I didn't expect to see Superman or anyone like that. To be honest,
I did.
Yeah, I expect, but I definitely, what I will say is, definitely I wanted something like that, like Superman, Lobo, whatever it was, or Batman.
That's weak.
Yeah, right. But one of the big ones that I really expected was you show Grodd with this princess and for nothing.
The Grodd part, like that whole vision.
Was it really just Cersei like trying to, scare Waller?
Playing a trick on him?
Yeah.
To kill the princess, but again, the princess was in cahoots with Clayface, so it's like, what was all this for? You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Just that is some plot holes or holes in the story.
And this is like legitimately, this is the season finale, right? Like there isn't gonna be a surprise episode next week.
No, it's not a surprise episode. but so yeah, just a little disappointed in that.
No.
And again, they show Mazursky's story. Overall, again, one thing they do gotta, it's like he got Clayface here again. You do kind of show that he pulled himself together. Like like what?
That is.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's been laying there for a couple of days now, so it's like, okay, y'all killed Clayface or what? Were you making a movie? So just some loose ends here that I don't know if they really answered. For me, again, I enjoyed the story. That's my point. It's just this extra stuff is not lining up for me.
Yeah, but Maria Flag is going to be in Superman before the Clayface movie comes out. So
yeah, he'll be
like
there.
even if he does, it's like that question is not going to be answered unless it's brought up in that film. But even then, I feel like that's already too late. Maybe. Well, what I will say is we are going to see him in Peacemaker, right? Peacemaker comes out after Superman or before Superman?
As after.
Okay, so then yeah, that's it. Our next time seeing Flag is going to be in Superman. Is that going to be explained? Like what's going on?
Yeah, I'm just kind of like, okay, it's a loose end, and then really this whole episode was about this scene with Nina Mazursky and the princess, and the princess like did like a G move right here. Like I didn't see nothing. I didn't expect anything that happened. Like that, what happened? I didn't expect it. And she pulled the counter move. And took out Nina Mazursky, which I was not expecting that. Not expecting that at all. Then you got Weasel going on with that. I figured one of them would die, but I did not expect it to be Nina Mazursky. Did not expect that one. So I guess no plans for live action for her. That's one thing. And I just wonder. It feels like loose ends. This. Like you said, you probably kind of needed another episode to tie this up.
I wish it was 8. I wish it was 8. 7 is an odd number, you know.
That is an odd number. Though it could be a perfect number, but that was an odd number. That was an odd number.
Every series that I've had so far that I've seen, the shortest that they go is 8. You know, they may go 10. 7, you know.
7 is very low. I will give you that. But with this though, the bride again, she knows like the princess is not telling the truth, so she calls her bluff on that and takes out the princess. Just very. This was
here's my question. Here's my question. Do you think the princess is really the princess here, and it's not Clayface?
Well, I mean, I don't think it's Clayface. Just to be quite honest, just because we saw that pal, laying there and in the other place. But didn't expect this, and then she just walks right out after shooting the princess. That was
like, get up, we gotta go.
Like now, what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay, this happened. They kind of, did the finale, and it's like, okay, cool. You know what I mean?
Man. I feel like there's too much space now in between the next thing that's coming out that now we're left kind of like, what now?
Right. You know? That's kind of where I'm at with that. It's like, again, you got the team. I forget that big ear girl's name, but she's on the monster team.
Yeah.
And this guy, I'm sure someone online will figure out who that person
King
is.
Tut? That looks like King Tut.
It's like a King Tut thing.
It's like he has like mummy wrappings, and then he has the King Tut. Of
course, Weasel. So Weasel will be in season 2. I mean, this is a season 2 team they're showing us here. This was cool to see G.I. Robot recommissioned, right? Was.
And does he know about? I guess he knows, right? They told him about.
I don't. They probably told him, she died in battle or something. But so he has a new suit, kind of like a Lex Power suit, don't you think? Just saying.
Oh yeah, interesting.
Just throwing it out there. But I mean, he's programmed, so. And then King Shark, like of all the cameos, I'm like, okay, this is what you kind of wait to the finale to show us King Shark. Okay,
he does like his King Shark.
Okay, I guess that's what you want to do. And that's the end of the episode. So, I gotta say, out of all the episodes, it's kind of a tie to me between episode 1 and this one as my worst episode, just overall compared to everything else.
Yeah,
because with this, the episode 1 was about setting us up for this world, this journey, and I was like, it was a little slow. at first. Then it picked up, episode 2 beyond, and then you get to this episode. It's about, I want to know. Okay, we saw Gorilla Grodd, bro. Like, what's going on? And the Frankenstein angle, you just benched him the last episode. So it's like, I enjoyed it. It just, I needed more answers, and that's kind of where I'm at with this.
No, I'm with you on that. I think obviously the biggest one, I really liked last week's episode. I thought that was hype, especially at the end. We saw Batman, obviously, and then the GI robot and possibly the Weasel episode was probably top for me. The last one definitely won, and I would actually put this one, man, because this one left too many open, unanswered questions for me.
Yeah, that was the only disappointing part. Yeah,
I was expecting to feel a little bit more, I'm ready for what's to come. So that's just me. But
yeah. No, I'm there with you on that. It didn't really leave us a lot with a finale. We needed, a little more to carry us over. And